The medieval era is drawing to a close, and England's first golden age is almost upon us. Victory in this game either means rapid expansion to unsettled territory, war with Genghis Khan, or both. The decision may come down to a moment at some point during this episode. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Civilization 6 in our Controlled Chaos Metaseries, Series 1, another Victoria. So we need to choose a new civic project. And you can tell that in terms of our cultural progress, we are at the back of the pack at the moment, which is one of the reasons that rapid expansion might be necessary, even if we're still fighting with Genghis. So accomplishing those two goals together would almost certainly, those two things happening side by side would compound one another. If we actually went to war with Genghis, took territory from him, and expanded our territory organically, that's generally a good thing. I'm going to go for... let's go ahead and knock out naval tradition, not because I really want it, but because in this case it's required to progress down the tree. And both of these civics that we need to progress to the next stage are 4-turn civics, so it really doesn't matter which one we pick. We've got to go with both of them. All right, so I am going to be building industrial zones in as many places as I can manage. We do have this builder that we can't quite do anything with at the moment. Let's see. Maybe if I start building walls. Yeah, next turn, Newcastle upon Tyne, I'm going to start building a district instead. We'll return to those walls a little bit later on. Okay, what else can we do? Oh, yeah. Now that we are approaching a point where it's relevant, we're going to give Magnus the industrial ability. This increases the power provided by each resource of the coal power plant, oil power plant, and nuclear power plant by 1, and the production of those buildings by 2. So yeah, remember that Age of Steam Victoria has bonuses that are kind of heavily reliant on the industrial zone and production in general, but particularly the industrial zone. So we're going to be building a lot of those, and probably in more cities than is typical, because it's generally a good idea. All right, so yeah, we're going to skip that builder's turn, have them wait. We have these guys heading towards a settlement spot over here. I'm just going to use this scout to keep exploring. Oh, that's interesting. It must have hit zone of control. I'm not at war with Buenos Aires, but the movement indicator was definitely telling me that I could move there, and now I can't move there, so interesting. Wait, what's this terrain? Oh, that's why. That's a woods terrain. Couldn't really tell from afar because there's spices, but yeah, that is actually a woods terrain, so that makes more sense. Okay, so... Ooh, nice. So there's a goody hut down here. We'll be able to make use of the scout for that. Somebody asked me early on in the series, is the term goody hut something you came up with? No, it is absolutely not. The first person I heard use the term was Quill, but it's been around in the community from the very beginning. So, not my term at all. Your delegation is most welcome. Sunduck. Alright, the Sand Snake clan has been destroyed. So, Genghis is really going ham on barbarians in this particular series. Okay, now that we have the Courser unit, let's start doing some damage. So there are 2 units out here. There's the one that we were fighting and the one... Well, this is the one we were fighting, and there's a brand new one that's actually standing between us and the one we were fighting. So we'll have to be careful of that. We're going to skip you for one more turn. Put the scout up on top. Ooh, nice. There's another goody hut down here. Alright, so the scored competition for whoever was damaged in a... What was it? In a natural disaster ages ago. That has finally ended. Ah, yeah, I forgot. I can't actually physically cancel this, can I? Or maybe I can. Yeah, I can. There we go. So there's still, we've put some turns into that. It's not like we're just going to lose them. So let's now remove that. And we can put the industrial zone down right there. And we get that production bonus from the trees. Also, I'm kind of tempted. Can I go ahead and buy... let's buy that cocoa tile, because I don't want to lose this rainforest on either side of our campus district. One of the many things that gives campus districts its bonuses, its adjacency bonuses specifically. Let's see if it's listed here. Oh no, here it is. I don't know why I didn't see this when I first scrolled down. So, where are you? +1 science from every 2 adjacent rainforest tiles. FYI, in case you didn't know that. So, we need to make sure that these 2 tiles are in our territory so that Genghis doesn't do anything too outlandish. All right, let's get a farm built there. And I guess I'm going to go ahead and put this scout in the water because I want to go get that goodie hut as soon as possible. Oh, there's actual snow terrain down here. I was not expecting that.
Impressionnant. Il semble que vos espions soient partout. Mesdames de compagnie seraient ravies de les entretenir pendant la fête.
Haven't you already said that to me? You're sounding a little bit redundant there, Victoria. All right. Our promise to not settle near Poland has been fulfilled. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. If I lose my courser right now, I'm going to be super annoyed. Ooh, that was close. Ooh, that was close. All right, we're going to have to withdraw them. So there's a barbarian crossbowman hanging out. Your people's glorious age looks a lot like gloating to me. I look forward to the day of your fall. You're our friend. What is your issue, Jadwiga? Good lord. All right, make dedication. All right, so Jadwiga's in a, Dark Age, and Genghis Khan is in a Normal Age. So we are now the only ones of the civilizations that are generally aware of us that we've encountered. We're the only ones that are in a Golden Age. Ooh, monumentality. Yeah, let's absolutely go with that. +2 movement for all builders may purchase civilian units with faith. Builders and settlers are 30% cheaper to purchase with faith and gold, and we are going to be doing that a lot, particularly with the builders. So let's go ahead and do the first one right now in London. Great person. Nice. Great Admiral. 1 promotion level and 25% combat experience to a military naval unit. Beautiful. So we're gaining a lot of Great Admiral points specifically because we have built so many harbor districts. They're not just coming out of nowhere. All right, so it looks like Genghis Khan is starting to manufacture, or starting to consume niter, which is a new strategic resource in the same vein as iron, horses, etc. Only niter is sort of important for gunpowder, which the implications of that are not good. All right, so let's see. First of all, I'm going to go ahead and chop these down finally. Yeah, I think I also would like to go ahead and chop down that rainforest because that's where we're going to put an industrial zone here. Is there anything else that would need to be here? A commercial hub might be a good idea. I can't build a canal yet, unfortunately. What about a theater square? Ooh, theater square would be a +2 there? Really? Hold on then. But that's the same... So I have to choose between whether I want a +2 theater square or +1 industrial zone. And that's tough because I need both. I need both. Also, we still need to build a diplomatic quarter. Haven't forgotten about that. Well, I mean, if we're going to be relying on faith, having a holy site might not be the worst thing either. But tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and just put down an encampment district that will take about 4 turns to finish. That'll help us generate some additional great general points. And it looks like we can build an amphitheater in Plymouth. We have that campus district, or that cultural district down. Now the theater square. Another goodie hut. Nice. And we gained some faith from that one. And some experience for the scout, which is almost the more important thing. Okay, I'm going to move up here. A couple things. We're going to make sure we purchase... Oh, I can't purchase that tile. Oh, crap. That's a shame. It's too far from Newcastle upon Tyne. Should have seen that coming, but I did not. Okay, so now we have the triad of farms finally, and London will be able to benefit from that. The Ancestral Hall is almost done, so we're catching up in that regard. And the Courser, we're going to bring this up towards Plymouth. Can I upgrade you yet? Yes, I can. Excellent. Any other units need upgrading? I think I'm good. Yeah, we just need to heal up that Courser in Hull. All right, we're going to bring this scout down this direction. It might take a while, though. Okay, so remind me, yeah, you were going up here. I'm kind of tempted to start moving this unit in, like, different directions again. Okay, so it's actually not that big of a chunk of territory. And resource-wise, there's not a lot going on.
This lighthouse
Nice.
is a cynosure of all eyes.
So we're going to get some era score for that, because that is an old wonder that we just finished in the Renaissance era. Interesting that no one else got to it, but this is what I was talking about either last episode or the one before that. Like, there's so many wonders in the game now that it's easier.
It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. A good navy is not a provocation to war. It is the surest guarantee of peace.
Okay. I like the production bonus towards defensive buildings, but I'm also strongly considering a production bonus just towards military units in general. Feudal contract. Because if we need to antagonize Genghis, then we're going to need to build up our army in that way. And I don't need to do any more upgrades at the moment, so the gold discount is not as necessary. Yeah, let's go ahead and arrange that. Do I want to... I'm not building as many wonders. Do I want to do a production bonus towards settlers? I don't think it's really needed at the moment. Autocratic legacy would give us... This is from our old government type, autocracy. +1 to all yields for each government plaza building, diplomatic quarter building, and palace in a city. So that would really only benefit the capital or wherever we had those districts. If we put the diplomatic quarter, for instance, in a different city, which I don't have at the moment. Okay. I like newly trained builders having 2 extra build actions, though. That could help us kind of regain an advantage. So let's institute that. I don't think I need to actually improve the production of settlers. And the reason is that I will be able to accomplish a lot, I think, just by buying settlers with faith. So let's get started with this. I don't think there are plains. Oh, there are plains hills right there. Nice. So we're going to put a settler there. We're going to buy another one in London and just keep going with it. Because again, if we buy them in London, we don't actually lose population at all. We have another... Nice. Another governor skill. +2 gold per turn for each citizen in the city. Yep. Let's go ahead and institute that. Yeah, we got +3 era score for that. Liverpool and Newcastle upon Tyne both need more housing at the moment. The Katoka volcano is now active. It could erupt at any time. So since we have a golden age, we are asserting more loyalty pressure. Those of you who watched In Denial might remember me talking about these mechanics a lot. Those of you watching it right now in review, you're hearing me talking about it a lot because it is an important mechanic. Unfortunately, I don't think that any of the cities, either Polish cities or the Mongolian cities, are going to be weak enough to actually be taken by the difference in loyalty. So I'm not going to worry about that over much. Okay. I do want to go ahead and uncover wherever my niter is. So let's research that. And yeah, we have some interesting naval opportunities coming up, but let's go for the niter first. Since we know Genghis Khan has those units, we want to make sure that we have them as soon as possible. Especially if we're going to be antagonizing him like I've been saying. All right, so we still have another government plaza building to build. So foreign ministry would give us additional diplomatic favor per turn. Intelligence agency gives us +1 spy and spy capacity. And Grandmaster's Chapel, which is always good if you're doing a lot of fighting, is the ability to buy land units with faith. And that is not tied to a golden age, like the one that we're currently using for our civilian units. So I kind of like the idea of going Let's build MI6. Let's go for the intelligence agency. Or do we want to go for the foreign ministry? And mouse moved on its own. I'm looking at this third bonus. So there's the diplomatic favor bonus and the leveraging city-state bonus. Leveraging city-states is not something I do very often at all. But you can do it if you're their overlord. You basically can use their units as a levy. City-state units gain +4 combat strength if you're the city-state suzerain, including leveraged units. So, yeah, we're going to go with intelligence agency. And that'll be done in 7 turns. And now we have some additional opportunities. I think I want to go ahead and train some more units so that I can mess these guys up here. Or maybe do I need to build... Yeah, I might need to just keep focusing on like campus districts because there's a few opportunities that are kind of obvious. Why don't we go ahead and just put a campus down next to Hull right there? We'll do a library in Manchester, so we have that science bonus coming in as soon as possible, and we have a brand new envoy. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take on Sean as their suzerain. We've gained some era score for that. I wanted to hold off... Oh, wait, are we not their first suzerain ever? Has someone else been their suzerain? Because we didn't get an era score bonus for that, and we should have. What the heck? I'm so confused. We should have gotten some kind of bonus for that. All right, so we have extra ivory. Let's see if I can go to Quick Deals and see who's willing to pay for it. See, none of these are mentioning actual trades. This is one thing about the Quick Deals that throws me off sometimes, and it's one of the reasons that I haven't used it up to this point. So, well, I've used it in the past, and I might have even used it in series, but in the past, in Denial, I did not use it, which is the first Civilization series I did since I brought the channel back. Okay, so I'm going to have turtles soon on my own. Well, let's take a look. Do I have more? No, not what I wanted to click. Do I have marble? Yes, I do still have marble. So yeah, I guess it makes sense. Like, if I say that I want to give away these extra ivory, no one's offering, like, a rare resource because I'm already trading for all the rare resources that I don't have. I'll give Sunduk a pretty good deal here. We're going to say 12 gold per turn for 30 turns for the ivory. Yeah, see, she has spices. Do I have... Hold on, game. What are you doing? See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Do I have spices? I do have spices. Okay. I did not recall trading for spices. I guess I did at some point in the past. So if I go to Quick Deals, I just don't trust it. Like, I prefer to, like, arrange the deals myself so that I know, so that I can, like, visually verify that everything is, you know, on the up and up, and that I am trading for things that I genuinely need versus not. Okay, well, let's view the deal. Oh, now you're saying you can't accept it? We all saw you offering it a moment ago. There we go. Now, according to Quick Deals, I also have extra diamonds. I didn't see that, but... Hang on. Maybe I will next turn. Maybe that's what it's telling me. We'll see. I'll be curious about that. Ooh, interesting. I do not want to get killed by that unit, so let's back the heck off. We have one more goody hut down there to take care of. This courser can find its way up to Plymouth. Notice we are militarily now more powerful than Genghis. Okay, what's the easiest way to get down there? Looks like we're going to have to go up and around. Because there's a goodie hut that I want to grab with this scout. Okay. Alright, that's extra cocoa. The question there becomes... who wants it? Sunduck, maybe? Hold on a second. I'm messing around with quick deals. Again, this is a mod. This is not part of the vanilla game, so there's always a part of me that doesn't quite trust it. So if we say that I want to take that cocoa, right, I can't actually convert that for whatever reason. So this is all of their available gold. They're going to give me 100 gold and then 7 more gold per turn for the extra cocoa. All right, let's give her a good deal. I'll say 6 gold per turn for 30 turns. And there we go. That's a reasonable amount of extra gold there. Okay, I'm going to chop down these trees so I can finish the encampment district as soon as possible. Still have 1 turn left. Kotokuin has been built by an unmet player. Yes, there are players we still haven't met, by the way. Okay, now I have some marsh tiles that I want to clear here. Let's go ahead and get rid of those. Those create just a lump sum of food if you clear marsh with workers. Help cities grow a little bit faster. Okay, so I can use some of the gold that I've gained. I'm going to go ahead and buy a... I already have an encampment district up here, and it has a barracks. So we're going to do a stable down here in Birmingham. Okay, and this is the spot where we were going to build our industrial district, so that is now the one we're going with. See, I still can build the Colossus as well. No one's built the freaking Colossus, which is so hilarious to me. I'm going to go ahead and build a lighthouse, though, because we're still over on our trade cap, and I would prefer to build back up to actually be able to have 4. And a lighthouse will give me the ability to do that. Nice. More faith, which is just what I wanted, really. I'm able to buy a lot of things with faith using my current Golden Age bonus, so we're leaning on that pretty heavily. Using this Great Admiral to explore a little bit. Never feel badly about that. All right, we have 2 charges left on this builder. I'm going to send them up to improve that unimproved ivory, which is yet another excess that I will have. This settler's on the way to that tile, so this settler probably needs to head... Yeah, hang on. Yeah, right there will be pretty good. And then we can buy another settler, probably. Oh, nope, it's getting more expensive because we're doing it a lot, which makes perfect sense. I am tempted to get a builder going as well. Also, we need to repair those horses for production purposes in London. So yeah, I will go ahead and use my faith to buy a builder. Notice we have 6 charges on that builder. That's thanks to the new bonus that we instituted, so that's handy. I'm going to come down here, and next turn we're going to get a farm built in Newcastle upon Tyne. Just trying to expand as rapidly as possible. Okay, here comes Russia. Looks like there's going to be a religious war over me. We've got Catholicism and Eastern Orthodoxy. Catastrophic eruption, Kilimanjaro. Definitely. So one thing that is similar, we haven't had a Gorgo-like aggressor in this series. It's been a peaceful series so far, which is a nice change of pace from In Denial. But one thing that's similar between the Mongolians and the Spartans from In Denial is that they're dealing with a lot of volcanic eruptions. Their progress towards civil engineering has advanced considerably. Very good. That was apparently a catastrophic volcanic eruption. So much the better. Oh yeah, I'm going to go ahead and build this workshop. As much as I, want to finish the medieval walls, remember that because of the Age of Steam Victoria bonuses, like every workshop building is going to give us additional help. So those need to be built as soon as possible for that reason. There is some silver down here, like way down here. So part of me wants to colonize this opposite side of the continent, which would be a challenge at this stage in the game. But it is not impossible. Oh, hey, I found some iron. I actually found some iron. And I could totally take it. I've been wanting to put a settler here, but I could put the settler down here instead. Ooh, yep, that's happening. That's happening. Let's get you down that direction. We have this galley escorting said settler. Okay, well, that makes me happy. I'm glad that... Oh, wait, are you going to be able to get around? Yes, you will. That's coastal. All right, good. I've been looking for that for the entire series, and I finally found some iron that I'll be able to take for myself. And it also allows me to kind of enclose Poland and maybe even start colonizing down this side. So, that works out. All right, I want you to go up there, and we're going to remove that marsh as well. It's providing additional food for the growth of the city. This builder needs to repair those horses. And that's finally been dealt with. Yep, let's get that farm built. You need to get that ivory improved, but not this turn. And our amphitheater is almost done. So notice that we're starting to do better culturally. Scientifically, we're still a little bit behind the other civilizations, but we have opportunities to build universities and libraries in a lot of our science districts, and we have another science district on the way. Oh, really? You want to give me the art of war, do you? And she wants open borders. The main reason she wants open borders is because she's Catherine, and she wants intelligence. She wants information. So let's... Yeah, I'm going to accept this. Because I want... if the AI is going to keep giving me those bonuses, I'm going to take them.
John Curtin, I speak for the people of Australia
Oh
as
boy.
their Prime Minister. We
Oh boy.
seek sympathetic allies in the fight against the hawks of war.
That's hypocritical. All right, it's an honor to meet you, John Curtin. Exchanging information on our capitals is a great idea. It should help promote trade. Where are you? You're all the way over here.
The more science intervenes in warfare, the more will be the need for engineers in the field armies.
Ooh.
In the late war, there were never enough sappers at any time.
So why was I going ooh while Sean was talking? I'm already collecting niter.
There
So
are very honest people who do not think that they have had a bargain unless they have cheated a merchant.
that's becoming a pet peeve of mine. Like if there's a turn transition, I'm in the middle of a thought and both a technology and civic research project have finished. And so I'm like, I listen for one quote and then I start like finishing my thought and then another quote starts. It's a pet peeve. It shouldn't bother me, but it does. All right, so we've discovered a source of niter, just one, and it looks like it's under the Hanging Gardens. So that is automatically being harvested, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing. And yes, that is how it works. If you've built something that you can't unbuild on top of a resource. So like, let's say that niter appeared here under one of my farms. I wouldn't automatically be getting the niter the way I am now. But if I remove the farm improvement and build a mine improvement to get the niter, then I can. But you can't remove a wonder. So different situation in that case. And so we're automatically gaining the niter. And there might be niter. Yeah, there is actually. There's niter up here across the English Channel. So that's pretty handy. All right. This is one of our first new city locations. Remember that we have a free builder in all of our cities. So now we have turtles for the very first time because we haven't actually started improving those turtles yet. Governors. I'm going to go ahead and give the double adjacency bonus from commercial hubs and harbors in the city. She is currently in Birmingham, down here. You know, if I use gold to purchase coast tiles, you'll actually do a little bit better. Because we have, remember, the Mausoleum at Halicarnassus, which is giving us benefits for having coastal tiles. So the more of those we control, the better off we'll be. I'm going to go ahead and start buying some. It's literally like buying bonuses for the city. All right, pasture improvements are going to receive +1 food. So we're going to go for stirrups next. It's only going to take 1 turn. Choose civic. Civil service is going to take 2 turns. Okay, good. So 2 separate turns. The quotes won't come right after the other. It's the little things in life. Plymouth, you probably... Yeah, industrial zone. I mean, it's a little bit overkill. But if we build one there, it will actually benefit... Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh yeah, it'll benefit Birmingham and Newcastle upon Tyne. So, heck yeah. Oh, that's a great location for a harbor district. Holy crap. I kind of want to build that right away. Should I build it right away, though? Yeah, you know what? It's going to help the city in the long run. So, plus the +4 gold being in place sooner than later will be a benefit. So, let's go ahead and rush that particular district. Nice. So we've uncovered the last of that Terra Incognita. Or I suppose Mare Incognita in this case. We're going to move this scout a little bit closer to the Goody Hut. And then this settler is getting very close to being able to settle for that iron. So I'm excited about that. This is an entire section of the continent that, you know, we might be able to just colonize. And if we're lucky, I mean, I'm cool with series where we don't fight. It's going to be rare, especially once we up the difficulty beyond King. But I'm all right with the idea of not fighting all the time. It's totally okay. All right, let's go ahead and build a lumber mill. Your knowledge of mass production has advanced considerably. That's why I did that, by the way. I had a feeling that there would be a bonus, so I went for it. All right, we have 4 build charges here. Let's get the fishing boat improved. You know what? No, I'm going to bring the Courser back in here because as much as I want to annihilate this skirmisher, I don't want to put the Courser in a position to be vulnerable to those other barbarian units that damaged me earlier in the episode, so we're going to hold off on that. Okay, lumber mill here. Extra production. Nice! Notice how it shaved off a turn from the intelligence agency when I did that. Ooh, we can build an industry dedicated to ivory. Yeah, let's do it. Since we have the excess. Don't know too much yet. There was a commenter who gave me some of the basics about it, but I'll be looking into it myself just so that I can relearn it and really digest some of the information. Don't know too much about the monopolies and corporations thing yet, but that is coming up. We have 2 industries actively at the moment. We have cocoa and we have ivory. And apparently there's a technology coming down the line. All right, so Eastern Orthodoxy, that's happening. No, I'm not going to trade that. I'm kind of curious if I can make him accept this at all. Normally, yeah. All right, he's not interested anymore. All right. Yeah, Genghis, because he has a bad relationship with me, he's particularly difficult, even when it's a deal that he's proposed.
The stirrup in the ground. Mercy I asked. Mercy I found.
Okay. Pasture improvements receive +1 food. Night. Very good. All right, well, that probably, we're at the beginning of turn 111. It's 1000 AD. I'm looking at that thinking, that seems like a good stopping point. Let's take a look at what other deals are available. Oh, hang on. We've met a new civilization, and I respectfully decline. Oops. Sorry about that. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Lots of resources that I don't have. Are you kidding me, John Curtin? You're going to trade all 4 of those while your theme song just happily plays. Okay, we'll take it. Cool. 1 luxury resource for 4. Alrighty then, let's wrap up this turn. So we're going to look into the buttress, which will let us build the Hagia Sophia, as well as build dams, which will be very handy to prevent flooding, obviously. Also, let's go ahead and get another settler going in London. And then up here, I kind of, I do want to get the university down, but also the medieval walls could be a good idea. Let's do the university first, because I want to make sure that we really are climbing in terms of our science and culture per turn. We're getting more competitive in that arena, but we're behind, as we saw earlier in the episode, so need to pay very close attention to that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and separate these 2 units. We're still going to move them together. But next turn, we'll be able to step onto land there, which will be really nice. All right, let's go ahead and come back down this direction, because we have more to explore. And then you need to just come down here, and then we can hop on land and get that goody hut before too much longer. Yep, skip the settler's turn, because we can't actually disembark this turn. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and improve those plains. That'll give Plymouth just a little bit more in the way of growth. Because it's a good city so far, with all these wonders we've built in Plymouth. But it could be better. We need to keep it growing as much as possible in order for it to reach its maximum potential. Looking around for any luxury resources that I haven't improved yet, because I've mostly done that. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and I'm going to bring this builder up to Manchester, because there's a lot of naval bonus resources that I haven't improved yet. Oh, and there's actually another builder in the area. Every new city that we're building right now, we get a free builder. And that's not just right now. That's not a Golden Age bonus. That's a result of the ancestral hall that we built in our government plaza here in London. So that's really helpful. But that's the end of turn 111. And in the next episode, it looks like we might be doing pretty well just expanding into new areas. There's some niter there, by the way, near Hull, which I'll be able to take advantage of without settling a new city, which is nice. But I'm pretty happy with how things are going on like a peaceful front right now, especially, as I've said, but I'll say it again, we will not be able to get away with this many times in the meta series. So the fact that it's happening now, I'll take it. I don't feel any particular compulsion to start a fight. If we can have a contentious game without fighting, I think that's an interesting thing to showcase about Civilization 6. Other wars are happening, we just happen not to have been involved in any wars yet, especially after how warlike In Denial was. It's a nice change of pace. So it's a little bit different. It might seem strange to some, but I'm liking the fact that we're just progressing using Civ expansion and exploration and finding areas where we can settle in order to gain an advantage over the other civilizations. We are the strongest militarily right now, which is pretty cool. And again, we're catching up in science, and we're ahead of most of the pack. Not all of the pack, but most of the pack in culture. We're just not ahead in terms of our overall progress. So earlier in the game, John Curtin must have had just some crazy good, and he still has crazy good culture per turn. So he's probably had that for most of the game. And that's the reason that he's ahead. But hang on, what were the other ones that were ahead? Let's take a look at this. Jadwiga, Peter, and Sunduk. So she lost some culture per turn somehow. because the fact that she's only at 37 and yet she's up there, it might be that she's actually closer to us. These indicators can be a little bit loose sometimes. When it lumps civilizations together, it puts them, because it's kind of creating an average point between the three of them. Jadwiga might be like here-ish. Anyway, I digress. We're at the 40-minute mark. I'm going to stop talking here. In the next one, we will continue expanding. We're going to set up a settlement down here and then see what else we can do while we have this Golden Age going for another 21 to 35 turns. And I would say at least 3 or 4 more cities are getting settled in the span of the next episode or 2. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes are coming out every day at 10 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.